Yo, it's your boy Wes the Tech here to bring you another one of my personal favorite tech tips to help you as an artist growing your craft. Now, today we're going to go over Bandcamp and whether you should use it or not as an independent artist, all right? So if you're a recording artist who's currently considering using Bandcamp and you want to know a little bit more about it, then this is the perfect video for you, because in this video, I'm going to go over everything that you need to know about Bandcamp and whether it's an ideal fit for you or not when it comes to being an independent artist. All right. Now, before I continue, I definitely want to let you guys know about my free music business tool that's available on my website right now. All right. This tool is for any one of you guys who's looking into starting your own music business, but don't quite know where to start. All right. With this tool, you'll be able to identify 3 things that you can do right away to start your music business today. So if you want access to that, just click on the link above. Again, it's a free tool. It'll bring you directly to my website where you could download it for free. All right. Now, when it comes to Bandcamp, I feel like there's a lot of pros and there's a lot of cons to it when it comes to actually using it. All right. So I'm gonna really just go over a lot of the pros. There's not really that many cons to it, but the pros aren't that bad. All right. The whole concept of Bandcamp is for independent artists to basically have their own home. All right. Their own home where they can actually put their own music on their own page, sell their music at whatever price that they want to sell it at, as well as sell merch and all of those different things. All right. So Bandcamp is definitely a helpful tool if you're an artist who's looking into building your own website, so to speak, because that is essentially what Bandcamp will do for you. They will be able to build you a website that you can actually have your music on, that you can have your merch on, that you can have your music videos on, and people can actually go to Bandcamp and access all of that stuff. All right. Now, the biggest pro to Bandcamp is that, again, you can set your own prices when it comes to your merchandise. You can set your own prices when it comes to your digital downloads, when it comes to your music, and you can actually set your prices when it comes to physical CDs as well. I think one of the biggest pros of Bandcamp is that it's like the perfect place to be if you're still trying to sell physical copies of your music as well as sell digital copies. All right. Now, I want to let you guys know that Bandcamp, right off the bat, is not a supplement or it's not an alternative to streaming services. All right. The reason I say that is because you can't just have Bandcamp and not actually distribute your music to streaming services. The reason I say that is because you will absolutely limit yourself when it comes to people being able to access your music. If the only place people can access your music is on Bandcamp, then you're making it very, very difficult for those people out there who, let's say, use Spotify to listen to music, or those out there who use Apple Music or Amazon Music, right? Or Deezer, all of these different major streaming platforms to listen to music, right? If your music isn't on those places and it's only on Bandcamp, then essentially you're just making it so difficult for them to listen to your music and continue to listen to your music. Now, of course, when it comes to Bandcamp, you're really looking at your core fans, right? Because those core fans, they'll listen to your music wherever it is because they're your core fan. But when you're talking about everybody else, especially the casuals, they're not going to do that, right? If they're already listening to music on Spotify, they're not going to take the extra step to go all the way over to your website to listen to your music, then go back on Spotify to listen to other people's music. They're not going to do that back and forth. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes to having Bandcamp, you don't want to not distribute your music as well. You want to complement it if you are going to decide to use Bandcamp, all right? But really and truly, in my opinion, Bandcamp is just a glorified website, all right? It's a website builder just like anything else. Basically, when you sign up for Bandcamp, you create your own account, you'll be able to create your own profile, all right? Now, my issue with Bandcamp is the same issue that I have with Reverb Nation and other places like this, right? Or other companies like this, because essentially it's like Facebook for artists, right? You create a profile, you have your profile picture. You can put your music on there. You can put your merch on there. You can put your videos on there. Of course, you can do all of those things. But your profile is set in the structure of Bandcamp, all right? So if I were to show you this Bandcamp artist page right here, and then I show you this other Bandcamp artist page right here, you're going to notice that both of these pages are very, very similar. Why? Because they're built under the Bandcamp infrastructure, which means that you won't really have that much customization when it comes to your page, all right? So because it's all under Bandcamp. Reverb Nation is the same exact way. These websites that can allow you to create your own artist page on them, it's like I said, it's like a Facebook for artists. It works the same exact way, but it's for artists. I personally don't recommend using these websites over having an actual website, all right? Because when you have your own website, it sets a different precedent when it comes to people accessing you, all right? For example, just the website, just the web address alone, right? If you had a Bandcamp profile, you want to share that profile with somebody, it's literally going to be www.bandcamp.com/your artist name, right? Versus if you have your own website, it could literally just be www.artistname.com, right? It's more official in a way. You get what I'm saying? And ultimately, when you're building your own website, you're going to be able to do a lot more things than what you could do on Bandcamp, all right? So me personally, I have my own website. I built my own website using Wix. Now, with Wix, I'm able to do pretty much anything I want with my website. I can have any type of design I want, any type of structure I want. It could look completely different from anybody else out there who has a website as an artist. You can't really do that with Bandcamp. You're going to be stuck in the box that you are in when it comes to how your page is going to look, right? Of course, you could add a background. Of course, you could add stuff like that. But really and truly, it's going to look just like everybody else's pages, minus those specific things that you change, all right? With your website, you could do an assortment of things. And on top of that, with your website, there's so many more things you could do. So if somebody were to ask me, should I build a website from scratch, like using Wix or something like that? Or should I use a website like Bandcamp? I would always recommend using a Wix or something like that to build your website, because there's just so much more you can do and you'll have access to it. All right. So that's really the major differences when you're dealing with Bandcamp versus when you're dealing with building your own website. Of course, like I said before, the great features is that you can sell your own music at your own prices and things like that, but you could do that on your own website as well. Like I said, when you have your own website, you can literally do everything. So there isn't anything that I saw that you can do on Bandcamp that you can't actually do yourself when it comes to building your own website. And having a website, you can do more things to it. So I will always recommend building a website versus building a profile on Bandcamp. You hear how that sounds? It sounds different. Building your own website versus building a profile on Bandcamp. At the end of the day, you're under their infrastructure. You're under their umbrella. If the Bandcamp server went down today, you wouldn't have access to your profile. Versus your own website, you're the only one in control of it. It's your server, this, that, and the third. You get what I'm saying? So that's really the key differences, and that's really my biggest opinions when it comes to Bandcamp. Now, the final thing is that you guys got to understand Bandcamp is free to sign up with, but it's not free in the long run. And what I mean by that is that Bandcamp actually takes a percentage out of your merch sales, and they take a percentage out of anything that is any purchases that is happening on your Bandcamp profile, all right? I believe they take, as it says right here, they take 10% of your merchandise percentage, and they take 15% of any purchased things, which will include the digital downloads and everything else, right? So when you're dealing with a website builder like Wix or something like that, right? Sure, you have to pay an annual or a monthly fee for it, but that's really the only thing that you have to pay. You pay your monthly fee, right? And then from that point, you have your own website, and whatever you make on your merch, you keep 100% of that. Whatever you sell your music for on your website, you keep 100% of that. But Bandcamp is the flip. It's free to sign up with, so there's no monthly fee to pay for it, but they're going to take a percentage out of everything. In my opinion, that can be way more expensive in the long run than if you just pay your standard monthly fee, right? Wix, I believe, is $38 a month to have, right? If you sell a boatload of merchandise on Bandcamp, it's going to end up being more than $38 there's no cap to that, because every time you sell something, they will get a percentage. All right, every single time you make a purchase, or a fan makes a purchase, they will take a cut out of that. So it's not like it's 100% free. It's just free to sign up with, and then they're going to take percentages out of everything else moving forward. Me personally, I rather spend the monthly fee and not have to worry about any percentages being taken out of anything that I decide to sell on my website. All right, so in my opinion, that's the biggest con overall when you're dealing with Bandcamp. All right, but of course, to each his own. All right, now Wix isn't the only one out there that you could build your own website. There's another one out there actually called Bandzoogle, and Bandzoogle is actually really great because they are catered to building your website as an artist. All right, so Wix is more like just building a website as any business or any company. All right, but Bandzoogle is specifically for artists. And if you want more information about Bandzoogle, you can click on the link above, because I did make a video in regards to it recently, just giving you all the information about it. So if you want to tap into that or look into that, definitely check that out. I'll also leave the link in the descriptions below. All right, but that's pretty much it, guys. That's how I feel about Bandcamp. I know that there are some pros, there are some great things, you know, and I think their biggest selling point is that you could sell things at your own price, but they're not the only ones who's able to do that. You can do that through your own website, building it from scratch. You could do that from a lot of other places as well. Plus, again, they will be taking out a percentage out of everything. So in my opinion, I don't believe it's worth it overall, especially since people listening to music isn't going to go all the way to your Bandcamp to listen to your music anyway. I don't really see the point of it. But again, to each his own. That doesn't mean that it's not going to work for you. You know what I'm saying? I just don't believe that it will work for me, an independent artist, but it can work for you. And if it has been working for you, leave comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you did specifically to get it to work for you, so that when somebody else sees this video and check out the comments and they see that comment, they can have another opinion on it. All right, but again, this is just my opinion. I don't have all the answers when it comes to Bandcamp. I know there's people who have had success on Bandcamp, but I don't think that it is the ideal way to go when it comes to having your own home, so to speak, your own website, so to speak, as an independent artist. All right, but that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this helps. And of course, if you're looking into leaving that 9-to-5 job so that you could do music full-time like myself, then I strongly urge you to grab my ebook here, the 13 steps to jumpstart your music business, because with this ebook, you'll actually be able to find out all the steps that I took to put myself in a position to leave my 9-to-5 job so I could do music full time. And I've been doing music full time for years now, and I want the same thing for each and every single one of you guys. So if you can, grab this ebook here. All right, the link will be in the descriptions for that as well. All right, and lastly, of course, I have my membership program. All right, with my membership program right here on YouTube, you can sign up and you'll be able to have access to a lot of different perks, like priority responses to comments, exclusive walkthrough videos, as well as free one-on-one music business coaching sessions. All right, so if you want more information on that, all you got to do is just hit the join button, all right, in the bottom of this video, and it'll show you the different levels of the perks and everything that's included with it. All right, but that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I got when it comes to Bandcamp. I hope this helps you guys out, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
I feel like Moses, big boss. Yeah. Can't nobody hold me. Yeah. Can't nobody. Yeah. I'm feeling like Daniel, Big Daddy. Yeah. Can't nobody face me. Yeah. I feel like Joseph, Big Joseph. Yeah. Can't nobody break